Welcome back to Arc Tutorials. This is Python tutorial series for absolute beginners. In the last episode, we started learning about strings in Python. Today we are going to learn built-in methods that are supported for strings. Those include uppercase, lowercase, replace, find, and much more. Let's get started. Before we start coding, please do continue to support me and my channel by liking, commenting, sharing. Don't forget to get your full stack interview series book. It's a must to have for everybody. You can get it at arctutorials.gumroad.com. Alright, this is episode number 8. Today we are learning about the string methods. If you have missed out on the previous episodes, make sure that you check out the playlist in order to learn Python end to end with me. Alright, what are we going to do today? Today we are going to explore all the built-in methods that Python provides, right from lowercase, uppercase, stripping, the whitespace, replacing, split, join, find, count, length, isAlpha, isDigit, all of that. Let's get started. This is the theory. These are the methods that you should know. You would use them over a period of time when you start coding, when you start working in projects. Today you don't have to by heart it, but over a period of time when you start working, you will get familiarized. But for now, you can take a screenshot of this for your reference. Let's start coding. All right, back to PyCharm. Let me create a new file and call it string methods.py. All right, so we'll create some strings and do some operations. So first thing, let's create a variable. Let's call it text. And again, I'm going to keep it simple since you're all beginning. So the first thing you should learn is how to print it. You'll use the print method, save it. Now open terminal and type Python followed by the file name, which is string_methods.py. It will print you the output, which is hello world. That's the most basic thing we did. Now let's go ahead and learn different variations. To take the length, you'll use the length method. Same, again hit enter, you'll see 11 characters, that's the outcome. Alright, so 11 is the output. Now again, let's do text dot. Now you would see these are all the built-in methods that Python has to offer. Alright, again, you don't have to by heart it. If you are using an advanced editor, it will give you auto completion. If not, over a period of time, you will slowly and gradually learn all the methods. For now, I'll start you with some basics, which is lowercase. So now you see this is all lowercase. Same way, if I copy and make it upper, no points for guessing, it will make it uppercase. So you see the difference. Let me clear and show you again. So you see here, this is all uppercase because I have used upper, right? So these are two methods that you're learning. Now let's say we have a string which has some spaces like this. All right. So this is very useful, especially when you are trying to clean data. Let's say you have a string which has a lot of empty or white space after the value. You need to clean it. So you can use the method text dot. Now this is where you'll use strip. Now what it does is it will remove any unnecessary white spaces. So if I run it, see the output is still hello world and not the entire white spaces, right? So that's what strip would do. Okay, the next one, let's do replace. So here, this is little tricky now. Let's see. So in the replace, it takes two parameters. Okay, the first one is the word that you want to replace. Now let's say I want to replace world with what? With the new value, which is Python. All right. So the replace method will expect two parameters. Which word you are trying to replace. The next one, the next parameter is the new value that you want to replace this with. So now if I do print text and run this, so here you see hello Python. So that's what is being printed because now we replaced it. Okay, so here we are anyway printing it, so that doesn't matter. So when you are using print, it's printing hello Python. Let me show you again. So see hello Python, because we are printing and we are replacing it in the text. It doesn't change the original. I told you in the last episode, strings are immutable. Okay, that means you can't really change them. Okay, now let's say you have some other character that you want to use it to split. I'm going to show you now split. So you're telling split the string based on what, right? So let's say I'm going to say space. Split the string wherever you see a space. So let's see the output. So it is showing, it is splitting everything wherever it has a space. All right. So that's the thing. Now if you want a cleaner one, maybe you can do something like text equal to text dot strip. So I'm taking it into a new variable, and then text2 split. Now see, it only shows hello and world as an array. So what split will return you is the strings in an array format which are split. Okay, that's the one. Now let's go ahead and continue, and let's say I want to now find something within this particular thing. So I'll use the find method. Now what are you trying to do? I'm trying to find something. First I'm trying to find it in text string which does not have Python. It just have hello world. So I'm trying to show you all the use cases. So it says -1 because it did not find Python. But if I do world and save, it says 6th. It found that position at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th index. It found this particular word at the 6th index. What is index? I told you last time, strings always start with index 0, right? So basically whatever is the length, you do -1, that would be your indexes. So this is how you do a find, which is text.find. Now let me show you a couple of more variations, and maybe then we can stop this tutorial if it's too much for you. So we can do something like, let's say starts with, right? It will tell you whether it starts with or not and gives you true or false. So let's say I say text starts with hello. So it says true. But let's say if I say it starts with arc, it says false. Does it start with world? False, right? So starts with checks whether the particular string starts with that value or not, and it will give you true or false based on that. Okay, let me show you a couple of more variations while we are at it. Ends with, right? Now this is where if I say text2 dot ends with world, it will give me true because text2 ends with true. The first one is false because it doesn't start with world. Text2, which is what we have assigned here. Now this value is hello world after cleaning, after stripping, see? So ends with, whether it's ends with or not, this will return you true or false. Same thing here, true or false. All right. So following are the commonly used methods, I would say, and you can check for different things. Let's say let me create a new string for you to keep it simple. Let's say num text. I'm creating a new one which is called num text, and I'm saying 1, 2, 3. Technically this is a string. So if I do a print, I'll see 1, 2, 3 printed because it's a string basically, right? It's a string. Now if I want to check if the string is only numbers, so then I can use the method isDigit. It tells me whether this string is only digits. So it says true because it is only digits. Now I'm adding some characters. Now let's run it, and it says false because the value is now alphanumeric. this is only numeric, right? So is digit. Same way, if you have say ABC and you want to check whether that particular value is only alphabets, you can check is alpha. So you can do something like say ABC, and we can do print alpha text is alpha. That means whether it is only alphabets or not. Okay, so now both are true because the num text is only numbers, alpha text is only alphabets. So both statements are true now, right? Okay, let's go ahead to the next one. If it's too much, pause the video. Make sure that you get these methods, concepts correct. It's very important. You're going to use them in every project that you're going to use. All right, the next one, let's do concat 1 equal to please like, okay, and concat 2 is, let's say, share and subscribe. Okay, so now I want to add these two, so we can just do a plus, right? Just like concatenation is nothing but adding two strings. So I'm going to say concat 3 is equal to concat 1 plus concat 2. I also need some space. Let me show you what I mean. So if I do concat 3 and run this program now, I get please like, share and subscribe, but there is no space between like and share. So we can add space like this. So now I'm adding a space. I told you in the last episode, anything is a string that is inside single quote or double quote. So when I run it, now it's much readable. Please like and share and subscribe, whatever. So this is concatenation. This is called string concatenation. Concatenation is nothing but adding two strings. That's it. Simple. Okay. All right. What else? I think this should be enough. Or you can use variables, template variables, all of that, but let's do it in the next episode. I don't want to drag it this one too much, or let's do it right now. Say name equal to arc. All right. So now let's say I want to use it directly, this value inside my variable. So I can use f. F is nothing but you're telling. Okay. So now you can pass the value and say my channel is. Okay, and just like string template literal, if you may, in JavaScript, you can correlate to it. So when you say f, it will print my channel is arc by treating this as a variable and not as a string. So basically inside the string, I'm using a variable. And how do we use it? By passing f. Okay, that is nothing, f strings. These are called f strings. Now, using f string, you can use string along with a variable, which in this case is name, and the value is arc. That's why you see my channel is arc here. Okay. So I think these are too many things for you in one go, but just a quick recap for you. To print string, you'll use print. To get length, use len, len method. Make it lowercase, you use lower method. Make it uppercase, you use upper. To strip any I'm sorry, I'm so used to typing double slash. To strip white spaces, you'll use strip method. To replace, we'll use replace method. And split is to split something based on certain criteria. Split the string based on matching characters or string or whatever. Find anything in the string. Starts with, ends with. Check whether the string starts with or ends with these words. If you have a variable which is only numeric or digit, you can use that by using is digit. Check if string is only numeric. Here you're checking if string is only alphabets, right? Which is A to Z. Uppercase, lowercase doesn't matter. To concatenate, we use plus sign to do string concatenation. Finally, f strings is a string literal where you can pass a variable and directly into the string, it will print the output for you. But you do that by adding f in front of the string. That's all practice and that's all you need today. In the next episode, I'll talk about input and we'll start writing some projects. After input, we can always do some simple projects once you learn input. Thank you so much for joining. I'm trying to put together one of the best Python tutorial for you. I hope you like, enjoy. Please do share these tutorials with your friends and colleagues and let everybody learn Python for free. Thank you again. See you. Bye.